How can one be skillful in righteousness? Well, to be skillful in righteousness simply means coming to the point where you understand the dynamics of righteousness. You are not just the righteousness of God, you know what righteousness is. There are people that the only thing they can say about righteousness is, I'm the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. They are not skillful in righteousness because they don't know the dynamics of righteousness. So after knowing that you are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus, what else do you know? If nothing, then you are not skillful in righteousness. So having skill in righteousness brings you to the point where you can you can really make profit from that righteousness. You understand the dynamics of righteousness. You can apply it. You can live by it. You can live worthy of it. And until we become skillful in righteousness, we cannot really live worthy of it. We will only be making those confessions, empty confessions, anyways, but we will not really live worthy of those confessions we are making. So, being skillful in righteousness actually means understanding the dynamics of righteousness. Are we together? What is righteousness? What does God call righteousness? What is righteousness to God? And what is the impact of righteousness on a man? Those are things you need to understand. Are you there? So when God says something is righteous, it's another way of saying this thing is right. For example, if you are a teacher and you want to mark script, are you there? Your marking scheme is righteousness. Are you there? Because every teacher marks with a marking guide. Are you there? So that marking guide is a template of righteousness. So as you mark the student script, you begin to look at that righteousness. So that marking guide now defines what you mark and what you cancel. So that marking guide, like I said earlier, is a template of righteousness. Are you there? So you begin to use that template of righteousness to administer righteousness to the student script. You understand what I'm saying? So what do I mean? Righteousness is what God considers right. And God's template for that thing is Christ. So anything that does not look like that template is not righteousness. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there are things that God considers right, and humans does not really consider it right. Are you there? Why? Because they are not working with the same template. So being skillful in righteousness means that you now come to the point where by revelation you know that template of God's righteousness. You know how God administers it, what it means. At that point, you are skillful in righteousness. It's because it is at that point that you can begin to do things that God will consider right. There are many things we do, although they are good, but God doesn't call it right. Only a man that is skillful in righteousness can come to that point where he does things and God will consider those things right. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's it.